Environment, food distribution is also going to be here. Economic development's over in this far corner over here. We have pretty good progress going so far. The last, say, 8 weeks, we've really come along pretty quickly. We've been pouring in quadrants for our main slab. We have 4 quadrants. We did our first section 2 weeks ago, and the very next day we did the second section. We have 2 more sections to pour, and that would complete our first level slab. We have the finish crew in forming up walls and partitions. All of our electricians and HVAC team are in doing all their ductwork and running their electrical lines, and lighting systems are actually started yet, but sprinkler systems are started. The iron workers are here. They're just about complete with all the decking. All of the steel is up, interior steel is up. And say in the next month or so, we're going to be cutting into the roof. We have maybe about 10,000 square feet of roofing coming out. When the new steel is going to be coming in, we'll have maybe 5,000 of that is going to be new skylight system. So there'll be quite a bit of daylight coming into the new building. And most of the decking is done in the second floor. We ended up putting close to 100 new columns in to support the second floor, and everything's coming along pretty good so far. We have maybe 4 or 5 trades inside the building, so it's pretty hectic some days, and others not quite as much, but it's coming along pretty good.
It's usually the last piece of iron that goes in place on any building you see throughout the country. They usually paint it, all the workers sign it, and they have, put the flag and the Christmas tree on there, and they set it. So it's a ceremony, just to signify that the job is almost completed, and we put the last piece of iron in there. It's a good sigh of relief that the job is another job done by the members of Local 440.
Currently we're running around 80%, so it is a successful policy. For the ironworkers itself, it's probably around 80 to 90%. We don't require basically the GC or foremans, because they're basically supervisors. So we have the main contractor, Murnane, and they've been floating around 80%. We have the ironworkers, they've been at 100% sometimes. So, and there's smaller trades that we're trying to push our people into these trades, and there is a spot for them to be here, because we want to keep our people employed. We want to make sure they have successful trades, that they can stay home and work here as well. So there's a lot of them get onto these job sites, they work for a contractor, they follow these contractors out to other jobs locally. We also like to push our young apprentices, young adults to go into these trades. There is a program at UL Hill right now to help you figure out what trades you want to go into. It's carpentry, masonry, and I do believe electrical.
Well, I'm doing a program, 17-week program through Access, and they hired me to bring in 10 students from 18 to 30 years old. So trying to prepare them for masonry work, concrete work, foundations, get them aware of all the
what it takes to be a mason or a concrete worker. So I had an opportunity to bring them here to IGA to see them how a big slab gets poured. So they're probably pouring close to 300 yards today, this company from Syracuse. So I wanted to show the students how everybody works together, their steps, right to start to finish, how everything goes. So hopefully these students can get something out of it and make a career out of doing masonry concrete work.
Yeah, the opportunity is great, man. I do want to get into the masonry class. It's a good opportunity that Access gave us to come check it out, see a big pour. So we've been just doing smaller scale pours and things like that. So to see all the machinery they're using and the tools and just get familiar with everything they're using is pretty cool, man.
Well, it's hard to give an actual date, but sometime in the spring of 2024. Maybe this time next year will be complete. We're just hoping to get all of our material as delivered as it's supposed to and keep going.